Hello everyone, today we'll talk about the problem boats to save people. We want to transport some number of people using boats. Every boat can carry up to limit kilograms at a time, and also up to 2 people at the time. So essentially you can either send a boat with a single person or 2 people, as long as their total weight does not exceed the limit. We're given the weight of every person, and we have to use as small a number of boats as possible for them to be able to travel. So essentially we have to maximize the number of times that we use one boat to transport 2 people. Now it will be useful for us to consider the people in non-decreasing order of their weight. For instance 8 here, and let's say that limit is equal to 8. And now what we can see is that since you want to transport everybody, then we have to transport the heaviest person at some point. And if we're transporting the heaviest person, then we want to add somebody else to be the second person on our boat. And also if we add somebody else, let's say at this point that we want to add the heaviest person possible. So here it's not possible because the limit is exactly equal to 8. But for a 3, we can take anybody else as a second person. So let's say we take 3. That's okay, so that's another boat. And also here 1 and 2. So we can use 3 boats to transport all of these people. So that would be one way to do it. Remember, so sort all the people, go for the heaviest and add the heaviest possible second person, for as long as there is actually a remaining person. We'll also have to then remember who is already taken. And one thing to simplify here is that we don't actually have to take the heaviest second person. We can take, so for instance, if we had a 5 here, 1 and 3, then we could take 5 and 3, but we could also take 5 and 1, and now this 3 still has to be assigned. And if we have, let's say, a 5 or a 4 before, then that 4 can take care of that 3. Because if 5 plus 3 was enough, then certainly 4 plus 3 was also enough. So we can just take people from the heaviest, match them with the lightest people, and in that case we only have to have 2 pointers, one from the beginning of the sorted array, one from the end going backwards, and when they pass each other, then we have transported all the people. So let's see the code. As you can see, it's very simple. We sort all the people. We start at 0 and at the last element, and remember the number of boats that we have to use. And so we take the jth person, so the heaviest remaining person, and we put it in a boat. Put that person in the boat. And also if the remaining space in that boat is more than or equal than the weight of the lightest remaining person, we also take that lightest remaining person with us. And at the end, we just return the number of boats that we used along the way. And of course we do that until these pointers pass each other, so I is greater than j, because that means that everybody has already been transported.